Bienvenidos para otra lección. Today's lesson is on the preterite, stem changing IR verbs. So preterite, remember, means past tense. So the uses of the preterite, let's take a look at two. It describes actions that you or others completed in the past, and it's actions or series of actions that are completed in the past as well. So we're going to review your regular AR verb endings. So you have your 6-plan format chart, so you singular form and plural forms. Yo is tú, haste, él, ella, usted, o. Accent mark over the first person singular form and third person singular form. Nosotros amos, vosotros estáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes estaron. And then we have our example, visitar, which is to visit. Yo visité, tú visitaste, él, ella, usted visitó, nosotros visitamos, vosotros visitáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes visitaron. So if you take a look at the verb, let's look at yo. This part right here is the stem of the verb, and this right here is the ending. So whenever you're changing or conjugating a verb, you will remove the last two letters and add the new ending here to the stem. Okay, so now let's look at the regular ER and IR verb endings. So they're going to be identical. Yo, y, tú, iste, él, ella, usted is yo. First person singular and third person singular have accent marks over the letters right here. And then nosotros imos, vosotros estáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes hicieron. So because ER and IR verb endings have the same forms, we're just going to use an example for comer, which is an ER verb, to eat. Yo comí, tú comiste, él, ella, usted comió, nosotros comimos, vosotros comisteis, ellos, ellas, ustedes comieron. So again, you have your stem and then you have your ending in red. And yes, please add all examples to your notes. So how do we form IR stem changing verbs? So let's remember a few little things. Remember that many IR verbs have stem changes in the present tense. So these verbs change in some forms in the past tense too, but not always. So stem changing IR verbs in the preterite tense only include the following: él, ella, usted, and then you have ellos, ellas, and ustedes form. So if you notice, they're all in the third person, singular and plural forms. So when we're forming IR stem changing verbs, we need to remember the following. So we are going to look first at E to IR stem changing forms for the verb pedir. So we have pedir, and you have E right here. So let's take a look at the change. Yo pedí, tú pediste, él, ella, usted pidió. So if you notice, the E converts to an I right here and still includes the same ending. Then you have nosotros pedimos, vosotros pidisteis, and then ellos, ellas, ustedes pidieron. So again, the E converts to an I with the ending here at the end of the verb. So if you notice, instead of having a boot like we did in Spanish 1, we're going to go ahead and do what's called a slipper for Spanish 2 for the past tense. And here's an example for O to U. This time we're going to use the verb dormir. So the O converts to the U form, all forms except for third person singular and third person plural. So you have yo dormí, tú dormiste, él, ella, usted durmió. So the O changes to a U right here, and you still have the same conjugation at the end. So nosotros dormimos, vosotros dormisteis, ellos, ellas, ustedes durmieron. And then you have the O changes to a U, and then you still have your change right here. So remember, these are called slipper verbs in the past tense when you're changing the stem. All right, so just a little bit more. So here are some more E to I preterite stem changing verbs. So we have preferir, to prefer, Servir is to serve. Vestirse is to get dressed. And if you notice, you have se right there, that indicates a reflexive verb. Competir is to compete. Seguir is to follow. So add these to your notes. These are extra E to I stem changing verbs. So we're now to our practice section of our notes here. So you have 1 through 10. So you're going to select 5 sentences and then add that to your practice on your notes. So the verb in parentheses is what you're going to change and match it with your subject. All right, fin y nos vemos en unos minutos.